Hello parents. Today we are discussing about stress. Everyone has stress. Adults and so children also have stress. Now all stress is not unhealthy. Some stress we learn from these stress. We learn when we get stressed. We learn how to deal with the stress and we gain knowledge from this stress in later ages of life. So all the stress is inevitable. Everyone will get stress. There are three types of stress. First is positive stress, second tolerable stress response, and third is toxic. First we will talk about positive. Positive stress response is when for example the stress when we get first doctor's appointment, first day of the school, first toy, when the child receives his first toy. In this the heart rate increases and little stress hormones elevate in the body. It is for a very short period of time and then the child is comforted. It fades off. So it is not unhealthy because this response or this positive response is for a certain period of time. Another is tolerable. As the name is, tolerable stress response. The child is able to tolerate that for a little longer period of time. The child faces this stress for little longer period of time than positive response. For example, the stress of losing a toy, the stress of losing a tooth, the stress of not able to excel in studies. It is for a short period of time and the child is able to cope up. He learns to do it to cope up from this kind of stress. Third is toxic. As the name is, it is unhealthy. Unhealthy stress in which it is for a very long period of time and it impacts his mental issue, emotionally. The child gets weak, mentally he will suffer, and health wise also there will be a setback. It is for a very long time when there is for example when there is chronic illness in the child, when the child faces stress because of relationship issues in adults, when the child sees economic hardship in parents, when the child loses someone very dear in the family, when the child loses his favorite pet. In this, the child is not able to, or he does not know how to cope up with the situation. In this kind of stress, it gets for a long time and it affects his mental, physical and emotional health. It can be unhealthy. Not all stresses are unhealthy. I told you positive is unhealthy and it is healthy, and the positive response and the tolerable response is healthy because the child learns to cope up with this stress. He learns how to come out of this stress. But when it gets for a long period of time, the toxic stress affects his health of the child. So how to cope up with the toxic health? When there is no caregiver, no parent support, no mental health support is given to the child, it gets toxic. When the child is calmed down or comforted by the parent, he will learn how to come out of it. When they will be counseled by the health provider, then the child will learn how to cope up with such kind of stress. Then it will not get toxic. But if it is going to for a long period of time, it will get toxic and the child will suffer in later stages of life. So don't take tension if the child is stressed for short period of time, you can calm that child, you can give support, you can talk to that child, give your support to the child, and the child will come out of that stress. But if he is not coming out of that stress, that means he needs counseling by the mental health worker, and he should be counseled properly. So help your child to come out of the stress easily. Otherwise, it can be toxic. It can turn into a toxic stress, and that will be dangerous. So hope it helps. Thank you.